Hello, student leaders. I am going to walk you through the second email I am sending you with all of your additional resources for the program, keeping in mind that everything I'm showing you on here is a very optional add-on to the program. You already have the meat and potatoes in the email I sent you earlier. So here we are starting with those additional heart disease survivors. If you'll remember from some of the communication in the toolkit and stuff had some different kids featured on it. So I have Heart Hero posters that are attached to this email. I will just click on one to show you. So this is Charlie, and it says a little blurb about him and how the American Heart Challenge is helping him out. And these are printable or perfectly fine to use on social media posts, to share out as attachments, or whatever you would like to do for those posters is fine. You do not have to utilize them at all. They're just a nice bonus. I want you to keep in mind as you introduce these heart heroes that Charlie and Finn are actually both introduced on your flyer. Charlie is the survivor that's featured in the kickoff video. He is the one who went into cardiac arrest at his high school. And Finn is introduced because of the addition of Finn's missions this year. Those Finn's missions, if you'll remember, are what students are going to be working their way through to earn that American Heart Association neck gaiter. So your students, if they've looked at the flyer and you've shared those out, have already kind of met Charlie and Finn, but I've given you these links anyway so that you can keep introducing them as you see fit. Quinn, Alexa, Manny, and Lainey are all going to be new introductions to them then, if you choose to feature some different heart heroes week to week. However you really want to introduce all of these heart disease survivors is fine. They all have a kind of a different story and a different background, and we'll get to meet their family. And each one of these videos is anywhere between 2 to 6 minutes long as you're utilizing these. And then I want you to keep in mind that there's no poster available for Lainey. I don't have that attachment to give you, but the link is here to her YouTube video, and she has a very heroic story for being only 3 years old, so she's a great one to share out electronically via the link. So that's everything you need to know about those extra heart heroes, those real life heart disease survivors. And then the next piece I want to talk through with you is the service hours option. So if you have community service requirements for graduation, or kids who are in NHS that are looking for ways to virtually complete some service hours, the AHA does have that option available. I have these two things attached to this email. So this is the suggested rubric that we have. And you'll see we have kind of a breakdown of what we suggest for your service hours structure. If you or your school administrators, whoever kind of runs this, wants to edit this in any way, that is completely fine with the American Heart Association. But we've kind of put this together as just a suggestion, a jumping off point, a place for you guys to get started if you wanted to utilize that. And then we also have a flyer for your students that you can share out, keeping in mind that this is meant to be virtual because they're earning their hours virtually. So you would share this out as an email attachment or provide a link to it as a Google Doc, and then that way all the links will remain active. So it breaks down for the students how they're supposed to be working on this, and then they have these links that they will be clicking on to take them to the assorted places they need to go to complete those educational requirements to earn those extra hours. And then we have the educational content here for you. So this is linked on your service hours flyer as well for the students. But I've provided it here for you if you wanted to make another copy of it or put it somewhere else or just take a look at it. Here it is. So the main thing you need to know is the YouTube link will take you to a educational presentation that's about 20 minutes long for each topic. and the students will learn about that topic. We've also provided a copy for the slides on each topic. If anybody wanted to review those slides or use them as an educational piece in class, they are welcome to. And then you have a link to your very own quiz where students can assess what they've learned. And then submitting that quiz is actually the evidence that they've completed this educational piece. So it's important to note when you click on this quiz link, it's going to ask you if you want to download your own copy. You're going to want to make sure you put yes. Um, you have to make that copy of the quiz onto your own Google Drive so that those submissions are going to be going to you so that you can see which students have completed the requirement. We have 5 different topics: CPR, heart attack and stroke, nutrition, vaping, and moving more. So that is the breakdown of the service hours option and the option to feature additional Heart Heroes on the program. If you have any questions, of course, my contact information is in my signature down below. So feel free to get a hold of me as you're looking over this if you need anything clarified. Good luck, everybody at Minooka High School. Thank you.